readers! Oh, look, there's Coco's tail. It's so nice to see you. I'm back with Coco, the grumpy cat. Oh, hello! And Pete the cat is back too. We have another great Pete the cat story today. And this morning, we're going to focus on thinking about the setting of a story. Now, we've talked about that many times before. Readers can identify characters, setting, and main events in a story, or what happens. Today, let's take a look at, you guessed it, a handy-dandy anchor chart, bing, to help us think about settings in depth. The setting is the place, time, and environment of a story. So it could be where, when, and what. That's a good way to think about those words. Where does the story take place? When does it take place? And what does the environment look like? The setting can have an effect on what happens in the story. The setting can change or stay the same, and characters react to the story. Let's take a look at Pete the cat, Scuba cat, today. And I want you to think about, readers, where and when this story takes place and what you notice about, that's right, the setting. Pete the cat, Scuba cat, by James Dean. Pete the cat is excited. He is going scuba diving. Pete puts on a mask and fins. He has a tank full of air. He hopes to see lots of fish. I have some really good picture clues already about the setting. If you are lucky, you might see a seahorse, says Captain Joe. A seahorse, says Pete. I can't wait. I never saw one before. Let's read a bit more, and then we'll pause to talk about the setting. Their ridges look like a horse's mane, says Captain Joe. Groovy, says Pete. Groovy, says Pete. Pete jumps into the water. Splash! Oh, that sound word, splash, was a great clue about today's setting. Down, down, down he goes. Up, up, up go the bubbles. Pete looks for a seahorse. He sees a swordfish. Pete swims out of its way. Now, friends, there's something kind of silly about this story. Can you find the seahorse? Yes! Right there, by Pete's little flipper or fin. Me too. But Pete doesn't notice it yet. He does see a swordfish. Let's stop here for just a moment, readers, and talk about the setting. Where does most of this story take place so far? You've got it in the ocean, on a boat, right? Here's Captain Joe's boat. In a boat out on the water. We used a lot of good picture clues to help us figure that out. When does it take place? Do you think morning, nighttime, winter, summer? Well, it doesn't look dark out. It looks light out. So I'm going to guess maybe morning or middle of the day. And it doesn't seem cold. It's not snowing. It's not raining. So it might be summertime. I think those are some good details to describe the setting. Let's keep reading, and then we'll pause again in a bit, and we'll add some more to our thinking about the setting. Pete waves to a stingray. It has a long, skinny tail. That's not a seahorse, thinks Pete. Pete looks high and low for a seahorse. Then he feels a tickle. I mean, it's right there. How can he not see it? I just don't know. Pete, how did you not see that? Pete sees a school of fish. They all look alike, except for one. It puffs up. It is a blowfish. It is not a seahorse. those were called pufferfish. Maybe they're similar. Where could one be? Pete looks in the rocks. What is that? It is an octopus. It has 8 legs. It is not a seahorse. So let's stop there just for a second, readers, because we can add some more descriptive language to our setting idea today. So we already talked about that so far the story takes place in the ocean, right, in the water. Started out on Captain Joe's boat, and then Pete dove down with all of his scuba gear into the ocean. And now he's going deeper into the ocean, and he's noticing maybe like a little reef or something near the bottom of the water that has some sea life and plants and starfish and sand dollars and rocks. So those are even more details about the setting of the story. Did you notice that too? Good job. Pete feels a tickle. What could it be? Pete turns. He sees a cave. Is there a seahorse inside? Wow, this ocean setting has a lot of cool details. Rocks, reefs, and now even a cave. Pete sees a crab with claws. A seahorse does not have claws, Pete thinks. The cave is getting darker. Oh. Pete feels a tickle. Oh, hi, Cokes. Come on. Coco the cat is here. She might jump up for story time. Then he sees an eel. Pete swims past it. It is too long to be a seahorse. Oh, no. It is too dark to see. How will Pete get out? Oh, so this setting just changed a bit. Readers, is Pete still in the ocean? What do you think? Yes, I think he's still in the ocean. But what changed? Oh, maybe he swam deeper into the cave so there was less light. That's really good thinking. Let's find out. Pete sees a jellyfish. It glows in the dark. Pete is almost out of the cave. He sees an angelfish. It is very colorful. I like those orange and black stripes. Pete is out of the cave. So why is it so dark? Pete is in the shadow. He is in the shadow of a whale. Yikes. Oh my gosh. The setting of this story is definitely still in the ocean. Pete wishes he could jump on a seahorse and ride away. Pete hops on a sea turtle instead. It takes him to the boat. The whale looks friendly, though, I think. Oh, so this story started at Captain Joe's boat? I wonder if it might end in the same place. I did not see a seahorse, thinks Pete. He feels a tickle on his tail. A seahorse, cries Pete. Oh, what a surprise. Oh my gosh, readers, what did you notice about the seahorse throughout this story? That's right, the seahorse was really with Pete almost the whole time, all along. He just was so busy looking, he didn't notice it was close by. You were with me all along, says Pete. What a cool adventure. Oh, wow. Pete, you have the best adventures. The end. Oh, friends, I love that story, Pete the Cat, Scuba Cat. And you did a great job thinking about the setting, where and when the story takes place, and what is in the environment. Wow. Can you think of 3 words to describe the setting of this story? Think about it. Show me your thinking. Okay, here are my ideas. I wonder if we have any of the same. Okay. So I can describe the setting of the ocean as very wet. I can describe it as being full of different sea creatures. And I can describe it as light and dark, because some of the ocean water looked very light blue when Pete was nearer to the surface. And sometimes the ocean water looked very, very dark, navy, or almost black when he was deeper in the cave. While you're reading your Just Right books today, friends, I want you to pick one setting from a Just Right book, and I want you to tell a grown-up 3 things that you noticed about it. Today in Everyday Readers, we can talk about the setting to help us better understand the stories we read. It was great spending time with you, and Pete says bye. See you later.